It's blasphemous to make a pact for us, the impact to ask for what they took to give back to us. What's up? It's the Metaphorest. This is day 11 of the Maharlika project. So we finished doing our kind of prep for it in terms of like movement and words, and we recorded it. And we're on site of Alexandra Ainsworth Estate. You might have seen this place in a couple movies. But yeah, like we're gonna be filming here as one of two locations for this piece, which is called Maharlika, which I wrote and is choreographed by Jasmin Saulo. But yeah, as you can see, it's one of those kind of like brutal architecture type of situations. Interesting visuals. Loads of music videos have been filmed here just because of this architecture and the plants around it. So yeah, it's going to be mad. It's blasphemous to make a pact for us, the impact to ask for what they took to give back to us. Spirits lifted, but really hearts lowered. Souls of kinfolk lost within strokes of governments co-signing deaths for their dough. Bread is on the rise, and our flower goes to the families of the dead woke. At the wake, where we pray, where the dead lay, because of the deadly, won't wake the dead, but they are turning in their graves profusely. So Jasmin Spider-Woman.
Catwoman.
Oh, Catwoman, yay! She done the Matrix thing. She's killing it as well. Hey, how do you feel? How you feeling? Thoughts?
This is how I'm feeling.
Cool. Anti-gravity feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray, Mondo with the lunges. Go then. You should have your own workout video.
Yeah, just 2 lunges.
Two lunges, yeah.
2 lunges a day.
Yeah, that looks like it hurts. Community would prosper and in the sun dance, celebrating the rain and equilibrium they conjured. Now the harvesting of gold and gemstones, those mementos are trinkets of the indigenous, the ones you think less often. The forgotten.
Yeah. How's your pasta? Looks good.
Something behind the scenes.
Oh my god! People should never see me like this. I'm sorry.
So guys, we are gonna film a little bit more before we go to location number 2. Chris is warming up with some dance moves. Check the footwork, the footwork. Ray, cameraman Ray, aka director, aka next Steven Spielberg. Martin Scorsese. What? Do the dab again? Did you do the dab?
Alright, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
That's the stiffest stab in the world. Like one joint.
It's like you got a cast on.
Like you got 7
On your elbow. Cool. And then Jazz is ready. She can't do this. We got Roadman Ray
Roadman Ray.
from Northwest.
I'm from East.
Yeah, but we're in Northwest, so. Roadman Ray. What up?
Fuck me, shit.
What? You're sitting down?
No. Like I'll slip, I'll
Oh
slide.
shit. Slip and slide. Okay.
Slip and slide down here.
Cool.
Just warming my buns by the kiln.
Cool. Yeah, Roman Ray is about to drop Killers and Drillers out February 28th.
Yeah. Killers and drillers.
Killers and Drillers.
What are you, the driller or the killer?
I'm the filmer.
Great. Sick.
So we're in the final location. We shoot in, got the crew here, vlog style.
You fucking influencers. Get a real job. Get a real life.
Hey!
Name or family. We've been on job seekers.
What's up, guys? Hey, what up? Maharlika. What's up? I'm vlogging, yeah. Hey, we're back. Hey. See, I see you. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey. What's up, y'all? You look good? We're going up there, yeah? Yeah, I think. Oh, is it here? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. This is cool. Hey, what's up, y'all? Look at this.
Effectively the one that's going to be timing it, queuing it, and just putting that through for the live stream, guys. You have the amazing Ashley Joseph. He's going to be our host for today. He's going to dig you guys up. These guys sick. I don't think you guys are ready. Like,
but I'm not ill anymore. You can't say sick with COVID.
Alright, yeah. Cool. What's going to happen online and not here is basically there's going to be a black countdown window with everyone's essential credits on it that will be running for the countdown, 5-minute countdown. From 7:35, there's going to be a project introduction video, which will be shown online. I was hoping to show it here, but it's just a bit of a mad one trying to set up. Then we're going to introduce the first grade team, which is Jasmin and John.
Yo. Hey. Guys, thank you so much for coming down, man. Grow Hackney have kindly reserved this place for us, for friends and families to come celebrate such an amazing night in terms of the cultural group that we are, Filipinos, and our cultural community. Today is all about celebrating the first wave of Filipinos and being able to hold a space that brings us together in hopes that we can consolidate our community and keep going on and on and on and on.
On levels, man, I really need to, I need to big up Chris, because I was actually thinking, when we sat down to talk about this, I don't think I've ever seen this in the UK, like a platform just for Filipino artists. And that's an amazing thing. This guy doesn't just put on events, he looks at the community, looks what's missing, looks what's needed, and he goes, you know what, I'm gonna do that. With no resources, he finds funding, he makes it happen, and people like Chris are special. So we need to just remember that someone like him is changing the game for us, you know what I mean? So Chris, because you're always bigging up people, big up your damn self, Mr. Reyes. Does anyone know, this is going to embarrass a lot of people if you're Filipino, does anyone know what Maharlika means? Yeah. My mum told me one time and I got told off for breaking her vase. Does anyone know? Anyone have a guess?
Free man.
Free man? Good. Yes. Warrior class, yes, nobleman. They are all correct answers. What I do like is that A, you shouted out to show that there's some people in your community that are wild and don't care. And you showed that your community also has decorum. You put your hand up. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Saving your people one hand at a time. Okay, but yes, it does mean free man, nobleman, warrior class, and it is talking about the independence. It's a symbol of independence in the Filipino community, which I love, and I love that this event is made by that. So the first piece we're going to see, the short film, they had a stimulus called Where the Riches Lay. And Where the Riches Lay took them on a journey to dive deeper into what riches means, what wealth means, and a lot of things about the pre-colonial Philippines and identity. Every object having a soul, the deeper connection to gold, there's a lot of stuff in there. And the title of this piece, when translated, is not a direct English translation for this, but the closest we could find is, your car is double parked. No, it's not. The closest translation we could find for this is, whatever will be, will be. And I think all of us, no matter where we're from our community, we can know that feeling sometimes when we're in something, and whatever's going to be is going to be. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been brought to you by John Lally-Cole, AAA, and Jasmin Saulo.
Like Jazz. Come on, Jazz.
Kick back,
Come on.
relax, and watch Maharlika Nah.
Keratin skin that the sun kissed, black hair that the wind whipped, flattens a nose for arid air. It is a blessing. The ones to claim the earth are always tested. The blackened soles of feet that grounded us all.
All right, Jasmine, John, come on, come up on the stage. Give them a round of applause. Mahala na! Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. You did the work, man. Is that the first time you guys have seen it?
Yes. No, I lie. I saw a bit of it from this morning.
You saw it from this morning?
A little bit, yeah.
What, with the edit of the music?
Yeah, from the beginning. No, not with the...
The new one.
Yeah.
Right.
They're still working. Can you see? No.
It's like, yeah, we're done now. We don't need to talk.
Listen, firstly, was this your first time collaborating together? Did you guys meet on this project?
Yeah, first time collaborating. We did have like a Zoom call before.
Yep.
Yeah,
just to get to know each other.
Oh, right. Yeah, phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like, how did you guys meet, innit? I feel like I'm interviewing a couple. This is the wrong thing.
Yeah, it was a phone call.
So it was a phone call, not a
Zoom.
Zoom.
It was on Zoom.
Is it how things go wrong? It was a phone call.
Alright, cool.
It was a phone call.
Yeah.
Just accept what Jasmine is saying.
No, she's got better memory than me. So.
Better memory than you. And you're doing all the words.
Yeah. I did some of the words, yeah.
Hey, what? Oh, there's someone... Oh, you
No,
had
no,
a ghostwriter.
I'm
You had a ghostwriter on there.
No.
Was that what Chris Reyes is doing? Getting you guys to work together and then just doing it all himself? Is that what you're doing, Chris? Taking people's ideas.
I wrote it all.
Listen, man, it's incredible. An incredible piece. And it's lovely to see different art forms coming together. We don't get to see that a lot in our industry, which is really, really nice. I want to ask you guys about the gold and the connection, because I thought that was such a heavy theme in your film. So I'd love for you guys just to expand more on that and why that was so integral to the piece.
Yeah. I mean, when we had the workshop day, we had a workshop with this amazing woman called Marie from Omnibus Theatre. And she said something, she was talking about authenticity and realness, and she was saying, like, that's where the riches lie. And that just as a term for me just really hit home. And then our conversations were a lot about the deconstruction of the ideas of colonial Philippines and the ideas of, what we maybe carry through with us as, new generations of Filipinos. And yeah, we just kept coming back to that term, and we did some research, and there were some tribes in the Philippines that actually use gold masks to bury their dead, to protect them from evil spirits. And it was just interesting how that as a material could be essentially taken from the country and turned into jewelry, and then sold back to us. And then when I brought that to John, he said, where the riches lay, they lie. And I was like, here we go.
Yeah,
and it kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, that was because we had like the first 3 days was just conversation. We did not even write anything. Well, I didn't write anything. And,
I made loads of notes.
Yeah, she wrote hella. She did hella notes, hella research, and she put me in like directions to go. And just from the conversations alone, that was all of what I needed to kind of mine to create this piece. And yeah, if it wasn't for our conversations, like this wouldn't have been a thing. But the animism, did I get it right?
Yeah, you
yeah,
did.
like the whole issue of like gold being a mask, and then it having a different spiritual meaning to our people, but having like material meaning in the Western world, and just kind of like appropriating it back and taking it back for ourselves again. So I really loved just having to explore that.
Yeah. Reclaiming the gold, man. That's really, really interesting. I was just watching you guys talk there, and I was thinking, did you try and do each other's art form at any point on this process?
Yes.
She's got bars. She started rapping.
Yeah.
What? Yo.
I got really ahead of myself. No, his palms are sweaty.
This is Jazzy S coming through.
Jazzy S, that could be your name.
No, it's not going to be.
No, you're not going to give us any bars.
No buzz. I thought I could. I was just coming out with things. I was like, I'll spend one day with a spoken word artist.
He's like, I've got this, innit? I hear that.
But yeah, no, we did actually on the workshop, we did a little bit of a play with all of us, like sharing our disciplines actually. And I tried to get John moving a little bit.
I did all right.
You did?
Yeah.
They're back to being a couple again, isn't it? Yeah. I did all right. It was our first dance. We had the cake.
Yeah, we had to do this this piece with the screamer stick, right?
With a screamer stick. Listen. There are people
at
home watching with
with
their
the
children.
FMA.
Don't talk
Paul,
about it.
shout out to Paul.
What's a screamer stick?
It's the FMA fighting stick, Filipino martial arts.
Wow.
Nightwing uses it in the comics. You know?
Oh, Nightwing. Thank you, my
with
brother.
the sticks,
DC. Brought it back to me.
You're gonna see Paul, Fluid Tactics, who's up
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
He's my martial arts teacher. So I actually brought the stick in because we had to bring in things that meant something to us to explore within creation in the workshop, and I brought that in.
Sick.
And she
We didn't use it in that way.
no, we didn't. We kind of used it.
Every time it sounds right, it sounds wrong, right? I brought it in, but we didn't use it in that way.
Oh god,
You've got to be careful what you're saying.
It's Drag Race. I've been watching too much Drag Race.
Drag Race.
Oh no, she loved it, Drag Race. But just from the piece that we did, that's when I kind of I tried to dabble in her world in just movement, and I even tried to do some stuff on the floor.
Sick.
This sounds so wrong, but yeah, I was what were we doing?
At the moment, it looks like you was climbing on the floor, which is very interesting.
He was playing with the idea of gravity.
Yeah, gravity and balance and stuff like
sick.
that. So, but obviously, I'm very clumsy on my feet. I'm not a dancer at all. So,
That's why you're describing your feet with your hands.
Yeah.
Is that what you was doing?
Yeah.
Right. I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, with her direction, it looks so sick. Just, I wish we had footage one day. Yeah, it was such a sick.
Maybe we need to do another film, innit? Part 2.
Yeah. Maharlika Part 2.
Yeah.
Don't know.
A sequel. Shout out to Ray. Ball Halana.
Guys, we are out of time. I've got to move on, but I would have spoken to you for ages afterwards, actually. This was really nice.
Oh, yeah,
Listen,
Thank
man,
you.
incredible piece. Maharlika, John Malapool, Jasmin Saulo. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Turtleneck, guys. Turtleneck. turtlenecks.
Did you see the first film about the gold and then you're all wearing it on your neck and all of that?
Man, look at it.
Okay, guys, come on, tell me, man, how was it working with so many different artists making these films, man? Behind the scenes, on location, how was that experience?
You want to start this? Because you were there from like day one filming.
So, yeah, behind the scenes was amazing. Like, well, no, it was amazing. It was like, people, I guess, didn't know what to do in order to mix the two art forms or whatever. So watching that whole process was amazing. There was like, whether they'd admit it or not, from hindsight, because I was going through everyone's room, I would see like, some people would be like, okay, yeah, let's do that. But really, I could see it was like, but yeah, it all panned out.
You're not going to tell me who that was, are you? No.
Maybe later. No, yes, and then seeing the final piece is beautiful. But yeah, just seeing the way, and the whole process as well, even from, not even just the two art forms coming together, but just the whole collective is together. Like during lunch, they'd all just meet up, like, and it was like a family reunion type. Like Filipinos would just talk about food, so it's like talk about adobo and all this stuff. But
Yeah, I'm down. I'm in it. Tagalog, I'm in it. You said food. You said Filipino and food. I'm in. Ray, man, your process, making these films and telling these stories in the way that artists wanted them to be told, how was that?
Honestly, it's an incredible honor. It's similar to what Paul was saying in his portrait documentary. I felt such a huge, just weighty responsibility. Like for years as a filmmaker, as a director, I wanted to be able to promote my community, promote my people, put more Filipinos, in the spotlight. But it takes a lot of filmmaking is a very expensive thing, and it takes a lot of people to get the ball rolling on projects. So to be approached to just be handed a bunch of incredibly talented Filipino artists from different disciplines and work with them creatively to be able to bring their pieces from different art forms, different disciplines, and adapt them for the screen was honestly such an incredible honor. It's been like a very long emotional month because we started at the beginning of the month, screening on the last day of the month.
Wow.
And I wasn't there for the entire of the pre-production rehearsal process. But I was there on the first day, and then I came in towards the end of the rehearsals to help them adapt it for screen. And honestly, such a privilege, but I felt so much responsibility.
I was going to say,
so much responsibility, because us Filipinos, we when given a mic, we just pass it on most of the time.
Not today, baby.
Not today. And when you're given that responsibility to be the one to work out what's the best way to capture their pieces and to work with them collaboratively, because it's not always a straight, clear cut. When you take things like even something like dance and try to adapt it to film, you can be really simple with it and just plonk a camera on a tripod and film it. But I really felt I put myself under a lot of pressure to try to figure out the best way to capture their work, but also enhance it using film, but not to deconstruct what their art form is doing. I wanted to keep that integrity, but also enhance it using film. And honestly, I just feel very proud.
Yeah, well, there's a whole lot of care coming out on this stage about the process, and you can see it in the work. So congratulations to both of you guys. I mean, where's all the behind the scenes stuff? Is that all on the Instagram?
It's still money to put on, but some was being streamed at the beginning that we weren't able to play here.
Nice.
And all on Instagram. I was in the same day, while we were there, throwing
Wow.
up and yeah, but
Okay. So if anyone
Can I just say,
yes.
this man, same day edits. So anyone here who has ever worked in video, same day edits is like near impossible. Like, I don't think you slept, bro. My word, impressive. These ones took days. Same day edit.
You guys, man, I'm Filipino, it's 2022, I got my first mic, I'm saying everything, bro. Everything's coming out. Same day edit. Same day talking.
Jeez.
Taking back the gold chain, the bomber claw aggressors. Fight the power. This is black power, Filipino power now. If we keep doing this, we got both together. Yo, Ray, Jason, thank you guys so much, man. Listen, we don't get that without them, so please, man, big round of applause for them.
There was so much conflict in terms of what was going around the world outside the lockdown, from Black Lives Matter to the anti-Asian hate, especially in America, what's going on. It made me kind of realize the lack of presence, like in terms of the Asian community within the UK itself. We have so many brilliant, beautiful, creative people within our communities. The problem we have right now is that it's incredibly scattered. And so what tends to happen is that we don't get to see that. We are very much unaware of what's going on. And I feel like we just needed a platform to help consolidate everything, bring everything together as one community. We need that platform. We need that spotlight. We need that recognition. We need people to understand our identities, what it is to be Filipino, and being able to have a safe space to do it.